sheriff of Caddo Parish, we're not. I don't run a place out there. I don't want state prisoners. Okay, they are a necessary evil to keep the doors open. That we keep a few or keep some out there, and that's the ones that you can work. That's the ones that can pick up trash, the work release programs. But guess what? Those are the ones that they're releasing. In addition to the bad ones, and I call these bad. In addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we use every day to wash cars, to change oil in our cars, to cook in the
Holy
kitchen,
shit.
to do all that where we save money. Well, they're going to let them out. The ones that we use in our work release program, they're going to let them out. And they're saying you can take a little worse criminal because we're going to loosen up the standards that you can use them. And so instead of somebody with 4 years left in his sentence working at a factory somewhere, now they're
Y'all
going to say,
grilled
we're going to
me.
let you use.
Yeah, his dad used to be a slave owner. I can't believe he said, well, I mean, we always knew they thought like that.
But to publicly say it.
Yeah.
The shocking part isn't what he's saying. The shocking part is you are standing up being recorded, knowingly being recorded.
That motherfucker
Saying
said,
this shit.
who gonna wash my cars? Who gonna shine my shoes?
He is the most generically like racist Southern man accent.
Yeah.
Essentially, his argument is, do you really want to pay full price for this cheap labor? Argument is like, the fuck?
That
Who
man
will pick
go
up the beer cans?
who gonna pick up the big kid? That man going to hell on butter skis, man. And it's really a complaint for him. Like he's like, this is some bullshit. Look
It
how
sounds
y'all
like he really
up.
believes in what he's saying.
Y'all taking all my good slaves.
We're not. I don't run a place out there. I don't want state prisoners. Okay, they are a necessary evil to keep the doors open. That we keep a few or keep some out there, and that's the ones that you can work.
Wait, rewind it one more time.
Trash, the work release program.
Yeah, that's a little.
Keep a few or keep some
It's recorded low.
State prisoners. Okay, they are a necessary evil to keep the doors open. That we
Pause.
keep a few or keep some out there.
Yeah.
So he said state prisons are a necessary evil to keep the doors open.
What does that
Not to protect society from the negative elements or the dangerous elements, or to house the people who refuse to follow the law,
or rehabilitate,
or to rehabilitate people. Prisons are necessary to keep the doors open, i.e., to keep the wheels turning of society financially. He stood up in public and recorded himself saying this shit. Like, his inner thoughts are becoming his outside thoughts. Like, his switches, his toggles off in the wrong direction.
Didn't we talk about this last pod that the prisons don't do rehabilitation anymore? I could sworn that was mentioned. So, I'm surprised.
I'm probably saying it while being recorded. Those are totally thoughts.
This shit's like a fucking movie clip.
Yeah,
Shawshank Redemption Part 2.
You think those things, you have those conversations behind closed doors with your friends. You don't record yourself saying shit like this.
We saw I mean, there's so many other stuff going on. You've had politicians being recorded saying things, the racist things or whatever. I mean,
well, going to jail ain't about black people. It's for everybody.
Fair enough. He didn't specify any race or anything in that. But we talking about
he's got black guys behind him.
Just two.
Yeah.
Tell him about the gun line, boss. Look,
you ain't shit.
Look at the black dude right behind him. He looking at him like, nigga, is you for real? look how he looking at him sideways.
He trying to hide behind the other guy. He see where the camera is. He trying to like slowly scooch over. No, he's like, I don't want to be associated with this shit.
Man. Oh my God. He is fucking up. The chief is fucking up. Like you said, he's let his inside thoughts come out on the outside and they're ugly.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a good look.
He like trailer park trash, niggas, spicks. Who's gonna fucking pick up all this shit?
He did
gonna
not
wash my
specify
car.
any race. He's only talking about prisoners.
In
We
my
were
mind,
making it out.
that's what he said. In my mind, that's what he said. He like, this some bullshit. Y'all gonna let them out of jail? Y'all soft as hell. My granddad kept slaves until they was at least 80 years old.
He actually
My-
said the good ones. That killed me.
Good
The
ones. You know, you
gonna
can
let
just
out
fill
the
in the
good ones?
blanks. You
The
can
good
just,
ones?
you know who this guy is? This is Calvin Candy from fucking Django. This is who he is right here.
That is actually Mr. Five.
Calvin Candy actually said, you know, the N word several times. This guy did not specify any, right?
He
He's just
didn't.
talking about prisoners.
Yeah,
But I mean, who
I like
mostly?
this dude.
I don't know. I don't.
Stereotype.
Oh shit! He said he liked
All y'all
this dude.
stereotype. All y'all
Oh man, if you
stereotype.
want to ride John Deere's twin John Deere side by side with a piece of fucking wheat straw in your mouth with this guy, you go right ahead. You know he got some shit kickers on under that desk too.
You know, that's a good meet and greet idea.
What was your term the other time called bootlickers? Yeah.
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 And let me tell you what, he has a nice suit on.
Oh, white
Idiot.
people always fall for nice suits.
He got red, white, and blue. That's the American way.
That's patriotic.
Patriot. Yep.
Jeffrey Dahmer's father said that he believed that Jeffrey Dahmer was doing good because he had on a clean, crisp jacket and shit like that. Y'all big on presentation, man. Somebody could just be he's bludgeoning y'all mother to death and eating her
Are
remains.
you telling me that's not a nice suit?
It's clean. I don't know
It's a
about-
nice suit.
It's very. I hate to use the word again.
Old white guys can pull off old people suits. That's 1950s, 1960s pimping right there.
I mean, he looked like his name is Senator Russell or some shit like that in that suit.
You know, you just went to the corner bar. Now you're gonna strut into the bingo hall, pick up some old ladies, take them back, watch the Daytona 500,
Oh my god! And then look at the guy next to you.
eat some
Say,
meatloaf.
look at the guy next to you. Saying, "Niggas, am I right? You are right." Today. He's gonna look at some white guy and saying, "If we would have killed 7 of them, we have a whole week off." And then they're gonna click their mugs together and shit. Because it's
Now look,
Martin
I'm
Luther
not
King Day.
saying that the holes in the sheets was a bad idea.
How
We all
about
agree.
I should be careful because the next thing I'm going to see is, how dare you make fun of white people?
no? You said you
Nah,
liked this guy after we said he gave off racist vibes. So all the black guys gonna be like, and y'all got him speaking on black issues. Now let me, and after they say put that in the comment, they're gonna be like, let me go back over here and watch Joe Rogan and comment on the things he talking about. And it's like,
This man,
Right.
I just said, has a nice suit. He's hilarious. If
Is
I
he?
was, I would play him in a movie. I do not agree with what he says, but I would play him in a movie because it'd be fun.
So let's talk about what he's talking about. Is it right to try to keep somebody down? I don't even know how to ask this shit. Like, because I feel like the answer is blatantly no.
No, it is not right to keep people in prison just so that you can have some free labor done, so your chores get done.
At least we're all on one page on Chaplin. I don't think
He's,
anybody can disagree
he's
with
literally the guy from Shawshank Redemption.
I told you.
He's literally. Let's listen to him one more time.
And that's the ones that you can work. That's the ones that can pick up trash, the work release programs. But guess what? Those are the ones that they're releasing.
Hey, when he said work release program, he tried to point at the black guy. Like, he gets
that
it.
you can work. That's the ones that can pick up trash, the work release programs.
Oh,
But
no.
guess what? Those are the ones that they're releasing. In addition to the bad ones,
Whoa, did he almost say the blacks?
In addition to them,
Oh
there are
man, if he
some
got
good
said
ones
that,
that
oh,
we use every
No, we'll go
day.
back to it. He almost went to it.
I don't think
he
he
did
Here,
will.
I'll
slightly
help.
stutter.
Hold on,
but
let's
I think it's
listen.
reach.
Let's listen.
What? Those are the ones that they're releasing. In addition to the bad
Oh!
He might have.
Oh, it did
Oh
sound
shit!
like damn.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Well, Curtis, you said what was the question you asked us? Do we
But
find the
I was the
blacks
bad guy.
Yeah.
He
oh,
almost said,
That was a 3-pointer. That was a 3-pointer right
he
Swish.
there.
fucking up and picking up speed.
Swish.
He is
Oh.
fucking up and picking up speed.
God, I'm good.
that they're releasing. In addition to the bad ones, and I call them bad.
The bad ones.
In addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we use every day to watch.
See, what's happening is he's too much in the neighborhood of saying niggers. He's not at the house, but he's on the street and he's using colors and he's saying the good ones and the bad ones. And before you know it, it's like foreplay to saying the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's where he at with it. Like
He on the inner thigh.
Yeah.
He's working his way up.
he's working
You know
his
what?
way up.
You're one of the bad ones.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wash cars, to change oil in our cars, to cook in the kitchen, to do
Oil in
all
our
that to save
cars.
money.
Wait, pause
Well,
right
they're gonna let
quick.
them out.
Who's using prison labor to cook in their house?
They use
Where is
it. So when you
A lot of cooks and chefs. Yeah.
no, when you in prison, when you cook for the inmates and the
The staff.
officers allowed to eat too.
We said in their house.
I heard kitchens and that was it.
Oh,
I
maybe
have
I
kitchens.
okay.
Good
Okay.
ones
Maybe
that
I
we use
jumped
every
ahead.
day to wash cars, to change oil in our cars, to cook in the kitchen, to do all that where we save money. Well, they're gonna let them out. The ones that we use in our work release program, they're gonna let them out.
Oh,
They're
this is
saying you
sad.
can take a little worse criminal because we're gonna loosen up the standards that you can use them. And so instead of somebody with 4 years left in his sentence working at a factory somewhere, now they're gonna say we're gonna let you use somebody with 5 years.
Oh, I feel bad for this guy.
I know.
He's in
Which
an
part?
unfortunate situation. He's got to let some prisoners go. Like I feel him. Like you don't understand his pain. They're necessary evil. And see, when people like to say that conspiracy theory bullshit to me, but I once said, if you think I'm a conspiracy theorist, and come to Chicago and cut crime in half, I bet you your ass end up dead somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you cut crime in half, I think we got 10,000 officers. You're not going to keep paying 10,000 officers if crime dropped 50% consistently, and you're going to have to let go 5,000 officers. That's 5,000 chances for somebody to be upset enough to smoke your ass about their job.
Not only that, like all the money lost from the prison labor. That was actually a question I was thinking about asking. Do you think it's ethical to have people who you committed a crime, you go to jail to serve your time? Do you think it's ethical to let somebody who's in jail serving their time to be forced to work?
Because you are forced to work. You don't work, you go into the hole.
Right. Do you think that's ethical? I don't think so. I think if jail really was trying to rehabilitate people and make them better, then it should be a place for rehab in case they're on drugs, education, stuff like that. Not a source of free labor. If you do have them work, then you should have them work, and if they work well and they perform properly, you pay them properly, and don't give them the money till they get out or something along those lines. But just because they committed a crime doesn't mean you now get free labor. It just seems like an extension of slavery.
In a way, I think it's dependent on the prison, because if you have thousands of guys in a penal institution who ain't doing nothing but eating and sleeping and working out. It's gonna be a lot of bullshit going on.
Well, I said there should be actual rehabilitation. So like,
That's not gonna wind them down though.
well, there should be a time for like there should be like mandatory therapy. There should be mandatory education. If you're trying to make them functional members of society,
Mm-hmm.
then whatever they were missing leading up to them going to prison, they should be learning those things in prison, including work ethic. So they should work, they should learn like work ethic, but they should also be compensated for that once they get out. So if you're in jail for 5 years and you work for 5 years, then you should be paid for those 5 years when you get out.
They
The same
pay
way,
you,
no, the
80
same
cents
way
an
somebody
hour.
out of prison should be paid.
Oh,
Yeah,
they don't pay you the same way though.
no,
They pay you like
it's
80
slave
cents.
labor.
Yeah. Well, slaves don't get paid. They pay you 80 cents. I think
80
it was
cents
80.
is like nothing. It's essentially nothing.
Yeah. And it's a lot of guys that's in jail who don't have money to go to the store or nothing either. So you got a chance to work and make your own money.
If you were in jail for 5 years and you were actually paid when you get out, you would have money saved up to actually have a chance at an actual life when you get out.
No, they make it worse. When you get out, you're gonna be on parole, which limits your what jobs you can get. That limits the jobs you can. You can't even have a fucking dog when you get out of jail.
No, that's what I'm saying. If, like, say you went to jail, you worked for 5 years, you were paid minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got out, if you worked 8 hours a day or 5 days a week for 5 years, you would have a nice lump sum once you got out to actually build a life for yourself.
They do have a program like that. It's called work release. It's not in a so being on work release, you still in a penal institution, but you get to come outside and you can actually go outside and work at you can work at fucking Best Buy and Walmart, but you have to come back into the facility at night or at a certain time, whatever your schedule is. So if you work 9 to 5, they map out your route because they know exactly where you work at, and they'll say, okay, well, he get off at 5, the bus come at 5:20, and it takes him an hour to get back. You got to have your ass in by 7 o'clock, or you going back to the joint.
That also seems dumb.
Yeah.
If they can be trusted to that, why not just have like, why do they have to come there to sleep? Like, just, I don't know. Something's off with that too.
I don't think it's ethical, and I do think it is an extension of slavery. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So, Mr. Fife, what do you have to say about slavery?
I was wondering how he was going to phrase it to make it terrible.
Nah, but what do you think? Everybody go say it for one. Let's get this straight to the people listening. Going to jail is not a fucking black thing. That's kind of like if somebody said, "Oh yeah, they just made a new program for black people," and you like, "What program is that?" And welfare, they say welfare. Like, motherfucker, welfare was made for white people, and everybody gets it. Same thing with jail. It was made for black people, but everybody.
Freedom is work and work is freedom, right?
Oh, get that fucking shit out of here.
I totally just ripped off the saying off the sign of Auschwitz, by the way.
Do you feel like that they're getting free labor? Well, I mean, they're getting free labor. Do you think it's ethical?
Ethical, no. Do I understand maybe why some places do for the reasons you brought up? Yes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You don't need 1,000 dudes who've been working out all day, doing nothing, full of testosterone, trying to fucking, they're not gonna get along.
Yep.
Some problems solve themselves.
Oh,
It's Darwinism. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Prison fights, world star.
I say we just that joke's too dark. Never mind.
Let's put them on an island and have them fight each other, and whoever wins.
Hey, they already did that.
I
In
know.
Australia.
You know, we take the good ones and they keep working for free.
Oh, Jesus.
We take the bad ones and, and we put them in the furnace when they're no good.
Damn. Yeah, you went straight Holocaust.
You know, everybody gets to all shines. All right, everybody's happy. Grilled cheese on Sundays still. Mm-hmm.
Need somebody to wash our cars and cook in the kitchens.
My haircut gets done all right. Okay, number 2 on top.
I don't know. I think we should look at other avenues aside from free labor or working them. I know it's easier said than done, and I honestly don't have an idea of what that other option could be, but
I've got an idea.
Kill them all.
Well,
I definitely don't think that either.
I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
so you guys remember, I think it was the second episode of Black Mirror, season 1?
No.
How could you? No, I'm just saying. So essentially, have workout centers that generate electricity.
Oh, so every time they exercise and work out, you're generating power,
I'm joking.
electricity.
That is a terrible idea.
That's slave
No,
labor still.
that's worse than slave labor. No,
However, it's building toward the community.
I was just joking.
Nah.
I was just joking. The problem is, if that type of thing were implemented, it would become like a giant factory where that's all you did.
What Nazi contraption he done came up with while I'm gone?
Well, we decided we're gonna keep the good ones and change the all, make the all peanuts, and we're gonna take the bad ones and we're gonna put them in the ovens and get rid of them peacefully, and then we're gonna bury their bodies on unmarked graves in the backyard.
Behind the
like
prison.
2 different episodes, like two different episodes in one.
Yeah, he just took a lot of episodes and meshed them together.
And then the good ones at night work out and they provide electricity for the city.
By working out like a hamster on a wheel?
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's
There was an
crazy.
episode of Black Mirror where
I
like
saw that one.
to pay for your, basically you got credits for riding a bike, and by riding a bike you were making a little turbine which generated electricity. But like most of the fit people in this giant complex were doing it, so it was a lot of electricity being built. I was like, that's something they could do to get rid of all that extra energy. But then it dawned on me like, oh, the society we currently live in, I can very easily see where that would lead. Bad places. Terrible idea.
I mean, all dark jokes aside, right? I really hope, other than his fucked up idea of free things like car washes and oil changes, I really hope that man was not about to say blacks instead of bad ones, because that would make his case really, really bad. I just, for some reason, I caught it.
That he was going off so bad. I feel like if this video was longer, it got more ridiculous. Like I feel like he would have been like 7-Eleven used to give me a free fucking Slurpee.
No, stop recording.
What?
Oh, he was saying that's what the people behind him was like.
I feel like that's what he would have said. I used to get a free Slurpee when I had their ass clean up in front of 7-Eleven. I can't get a free Slurpee. Like that's how ridiculous he started to sound.
Can we interview this dude or try to?
Oh,
I'm in. Cook his
I think interviewing him gonna be a lot like those lost tapes of pods that Metaphor did in the beginning. It's gonna start off nice.
You can buy it tomorrow on VHS.
About time you get to the end, it's gonna be some fucked up shit being said. Look at him. He's doing like that.
He's doing the white guy.
Yeah.
Power.
At a factory somewhere. Now they're gonna say we're gonna let you use somebody with 5 years. Well, I'm not doing.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He looks like someone trying to parody George Bush.
I'm not agreeing.
All right, hold on.
I like corn.